Your ideas can change life itself. Life is relative. Some people are blissful and some people are miserable. Some people are rich and blissful and some people are rich and miserable. More examples are like if a meteor hits the earth, it might impact a lot of people's lives. But let's say somebody gets killed, it'll probably only impact the lives of those around them, family, friends, people who witnessed it maybe, etc. But because of the internet, something like that could become like national news, right? It could spread very, very far. And so having an idea can change life because whether it's only your life that changes, your life plus the people around you, as with social media, you can change the life of your entire city, change the life of the entire country, you could change the life of the entire world, right? Of course, that's a stretch and you'd have to do something insanely grand for that, but the point stands that your ideas can change life in one way or another for a lot of people or a little. Having ideas is how you figure out your life purpose. If you have a grand idea and you want to solve some problem, you have an idea to solve a problem, that now becomes your goal. Your goal drives your life because when you're really dedicated to a goal, your life will start to mold around that goal as long as you're serious about it. You'll start doing less of the things that are bad for you and that infringe on your goal, and you'll start doing new things or more of the things that help your goal that you're already doing. When you have a goal based off an idea, that in turn changes your life because it changes the trajectory. It changes the way you live and where you're going. And if you create something that's valuable to humanity, you are directly impacting other people. And that's how all the greats from history got us here today. They all had an idea which turned into a goal, and then they worked towards that goal until they achieved it. Electricity, the iPhone, the assembly line, the internet. It was all somebody's idea which became their goal, which became actualized and has now impacted the world heavily. And the way the world is running right now is not the way these people envisioned their work being used, more than likely. This world is so full of overstimulation and distraction, and now people are living a linear life where they're not making decisions for themselves. Like decisions, goals, ideas, that's how we drive humanity forward. Now, not everyone can be a CEO, but for example, you can be a video editor. You're going to be working for somebody, but you're creating, right? You have ideas for stuff like that. Or you want to be a mechanic. You're working on cars. You're creating a car. Maybe you do custom builds, etc. Like, even if you're working for someone else or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to make your own thing or do your own thing, but you have to have ideas and execute on them. And that's the essence of life. That's how we grow. Our ancestors did that to get here. And they want us to use all the stuff they made and passed down for us to become better and make more. Like humans, forever ago, right? We started writing shit on stones or whatever we could to pass down information. That's how it all started. Now we have it on a mass scale with the internet and social media, books, videos, basically any form of language that's passing down information. And of course we have technology, which we can study and reverse engineer and etc. So we've reached a point in history. Is it technically history? A point in history, a point in time where things are very stagnant because life is too easy and people are misguided since a fucking young age. Like everyone's misled to become cattle in the system of life, of humanity. I wouldn't even say life, become a system to humanity. But if you want to have a truly prosperous life, you can't just move on autopilot and accept what everyone says and follow the generic path, or else you'll be a generic person. If you want to be someone great, someone extraordinary, someone that helps the world move forward, like beyond just a system, but like a grand leap in innovation, technology, mindset, achievements, whatever it is, showing people what's possible, inventing something new, then you have to have ideas. You have to think outside of the box. And we're all capable of it. Our brains are meant to do that. Every human is equally complex, and we all have different perspectives on life. So it's about living life, not living the same day on loop for fucking 50 years until you retire. It's about living life, experiencing things, having ideas, thoughts, and figuring out how to fix problems in your life, because your problems other people have, not everybody has though. And that's how we grow. We solve problems. We grow our brain. We traverse through obstacles. And that is what makes a meaningful, fulfilling life. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If I resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, I implore you to subscribe and turn on notice so you never miss a future upload. If you'd like to know me on a more personal level, you should check out my vlog, Joseph Marrone. The link will be in the description.